So I just woke up and thank you very much to a bunch of comments saying Batman vs. Superman, the trailer is out. Leak trailer, go, go, go. So you know what it is. I've been talking about it ever since I started the Akason's Honest Reactions. And as always, I'm going to keep those reactions honest. So let's get into it. This is going to be the leaked trailer for the Comic-Con event. You knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. They premiered it. Somebody was going to get it. I know they were using mini EMPs while they were showing it, so it was cutting out other people's cameras, but somebody snuck it in, so I'm glad. So I'm worried because, as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of the production team or the director or the guy who's playing Batman, Ben Affleck. But I'm being hopefully optimistic as much as I can, and my fellow family on the official Dark Knight Rises community, you know, we've been talking about it, so I swear to Thor that this is going to be good, but I have my doubts, and I apologize about that. I'm going to be honest. That's what it's all about. I'm not gonna, and beforehand, don't expect me to be like like that. Like I see other people faking or having nerdgasms, but I can only give you what I can give you, and that's being honest. So let's go for it. Pop me up. I've never been this nervous before for a trailer, but I knew this was going to happen. Okay, I'm ready. Execute now. So it's as I was expecting. Some of the pictures I already saw showed the best of what it is. Looks almost, you know, if somebody didn't tell me this was the actual movie, I would have sworn this was a preview for Injustice 2 or the DCU Online. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's very, it talks to, I'm not going to jump on it too hard because it's a blurry bootleg, so, you know, but it did look very CG-ish, cartoony. You don't really know, though, so, I mean, anything would look blurry and CG-ish when it's blurry. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Right. Okay, so, what else can I say about it? I'm not a fan, and I'll put that out there right now. That's one of the reasons I'm not a big fan of this upcoming movie. I'm not looking forward to it so much because I'm not actually a big fan of Frank Miller's Batman. And those that have read All-Star Batman and Robin know what I'm talking about. Is the idea of Batman to Frank Miller is very far from what Batman has basically become. All respect to Batman The Dark Knight Returns because that relaunched the dark and grittiness of Batman. But that actual character and the way Miller's Batman is very not stealthy, not sleek, not clever, just very almost madman-ish type of thing. And that's I'm just never a big fan of how the love fest that Snyder has with for all of Frank Miller's work, basically. But so I'm not a big fan of this full-blown armor. I know all these fanboys out there are going to be like, oh God, they're finally doing it, blah, blah, blah. Because I know The Dark Knight Returns is very popular for a lot of people, so whatever. If people are happy about that, they're happy about that. You know, I'm not a fan of the suit either, the whole skin type deal. Maybe it'll look better on film. Who knows? Who knows? Basically, I guess the point, like I said, I'm always being honest about these things, and you know, my honest reaction to this is that if you're a fan of The Dark Knight Rises, I wish, The Dark Knight Returns, if you're a fan of The Dark Knight Returns, if you're a fan of Snyder's CG sucker punch type of comic book stuff turned live, but still looks like a comic book or video game, i.e. Sucker Punch or Man of Steel. If you're a fan of Ben Affleck, basically, if you're a fan of comics, this type of comic world and things looking comic-ish-y, I think this movie is great, and I think this teaser will get you fangasming and having a fangasm, nerdgasm, whatever the hell you want to call it. I just happen to prefer a different type of comic book movie. The ones that change everything.